Okay, so here's my idea. On a car, you make a horn, but it's not, it's for deer, and like some sound that people can't hear, but maybe deer can hear this, and maybe there is no sound, but maybe there is. If there is, we can do this. You put it on the car, and it's strong enough so that animals within a certain distance of the car can hear it. And so basically when you're driving at night, the deer hear it and they kind of stay away a little bit, so that they aren't close to the road as likely. Then it'll make it safer for when people are driving that way. Or maybe it'll mainly be needed at night. That's when the deer come out, and you got to be careful. So maybe like a switch, you could turn it on at night and off in the day, or maybe it's on a timer, so a certain time it'll turn on and turn off at a certain time. But it's just like a less sound, and just so the deer can hear it, and maybe it'll be in kind of like a warning noise, like if I say, "Oh, that's awesome," that sounds like happy and excited, but if I say, "Hey, that's awesome," that's kind of like, "Hey, stay away," this is kind of scary me, but if we do in one of those sounds that makes them just kind of get scared, I guess, or kind of keep away from the roads, or maybe we can put it at like stoplights, put this on or something. But I think on cars would be a good idea, because then it'll cover everywhere that the car is. So it'll just maybe be like a beep every once in a while. It'll send out a signal, every matter of couple seconds, or maybe it's like an actual... Come on, dude, this guy is so slow. God. Anyway. Jeez. So it goes on, and it just keeps the deers away slightly, I think that would be a really great idea, because then it's going to reduce accidents, people. So there's less deaths, and saving the wild. It's green, it's eco-friendly, because you're saving the wildlife too. Okay, so it's a good thing to do, I think, if we can do it. I mean, maybe we can't get it that powerful enough for them to hear it, far enough away, but I mean, it should only, if it works up to 20 feet, it's kind of, more, it'll be kind of useful, because then they'll all of a sudden, hear it, and they'll poke their heads up, and you'll see them easier or something, but if it can work up to, like, I don't know, 50 feet, I'm not too good with, distances and stuff with feet, but I mean 50 feet or something, so the deer out there know kind of, stay away from the roads, and it would just save. It would help the wildlife, and it would help accidents, people's lives. And since, I mean, that does go into the population of deer would probably increase slightly or something. So then, to fix that, they could just have hunting season open just, a month earlier, or 2 weeks earlier. Just have that little more hunting season to bring the numbers back down to normal. I mean, because I know most people who are hunters, they're out there whenever they can, because they want to make the most of all the time. So it's not like, I don't think it would be too much time to where they'd be, I don't really care, we go hunting, it'll be open for another couple months. I think it would be to the thing where, hey, we get extra time, let's use it, you know? It's not excess time, it's just more good usable time. And so that's what I'm thinking, really. I mean, horns. I mean, like, it's like a beeper, you know, you know, somewhere on the car. Maybe it's got to be planted on the outside. I don't think it shouldn't have to be too big, you know. I mean, just like an antenna, put it at the base of the antenna or something, you know. But maybe if you could do it from the inside, that would even, you know, hide it more or something, you know. That would be good. But if it would be sound, then it would probably have to, sound would most likely have to be on the outside, where it would be shallowed by the car. So, but I'm just thinking it's such a good idea, I think. Because, you know, I'm driving around here, I'm scared, man. You know, I saw something cross the road, I don't know what it was. You know, maybe it was just a raccoon. It was kind of way out there. I didn't really get a good look. Maybe it was a deer. Maybe it was a big deer. And so, there could have easily been more. You know, I had to slow way down. Maybe if I had this thing, I would have, you know, the deers would have just stayed away completely. I wouldn't have even seen it and had to worry about it. It would have been away, you know. I'm just thinking, we got saving, you know, I mean, you know, the population, you know, we got so many empty, in Michigan. Michigan's a big hunting state. We're a good hunting state, you know, and we have so many houses for sale, you know. If we increase if we save the population this way, gonna bring the numbers up slow. I mean, you know, maybe it would be a big difference, maybe it wouldn't. Maybe it would, maybe it wouldn't. We don't know. But it would do something. It definitely would be noticeable, I think. You know that. And maybe this technology doesn't exist. Maybe there is no sound that they can hear. But if there is, it would be awesome. I mean, I would have thought that someone would have heard this by now, you know. I mean, what with, like, submarines using sonar and stuff, or whatever, I guess, that kind of relates to it. I don't even know. Shit. But this is, you gotta think about these things. Okay, that's what I'm saying. You know, I would have thought someone would have thought about this, and I would have heard of it by now. Because it's to me, it's like, you know, like, they have done this kind of stuff. It's like, you know, GPS, it just sends out like a signal thingy, majig, or radios or something, you know? And that's what it would be. It would be basically radio waves. Basically. I mean, maybe it would have to be, maybe different, I don't know, but basically something like radio waves. And it would be below our frequency that we can hear. We couldn't hear it. Below or slightly above or something, because the deer could hear it. Okay? I just, you know, you gotta think of these things. So many people have died. I mean, shit. I mean, you know, if we could have been saving those people all that time, I mean, hey, I mean, it's a huge moneymaker for some company. If some company buys these, makes these, and just sends them to the car manufacturer who puts them in, you know, and if they get required by law, that would be huge. It would be like a monopoly. I mean, you could charge double. I mean, you know, eventually the government would step in and say, you know, you can't, but, you know, it's a huge moneymaker, I think. And it's saving lives and the animal life, you know? So it would be basically like the car companies basically would kind of it would be like, hey, you're putting out gas, emissions for the air that are bad and toxic. But you're saving the wildlife while you can by this. So it'd be kind of, not exactly, I mean, the pollution would be so much more, but it would be them giving something back, saying, hey, we're trying. Look I just saw a fucking deer. Okay, I'm 20 feet away from the house. I just saw a fucking deer run across. So this is such a good idea, that's what I'm saying. Okay? If I could have, stopped that deer from going out in the road, everything would have been saved so much more. It would have been so much safer if that deer could have been stopped from going in the road at all. Maybe this is a bad idea. Like, maybe they just get scared of the roads completely and they don't go there at all, and their habitat is decreased. Maybe that happens. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of something, because honestly, that's what it seems like, is that no one's thinking of anything. Not that I'm thinking of something. No one's thinking of anything to help this. I don't know if maybe it's not a big deal. Maybe it's supposed to be that way. But I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out here. Did that door shut? But never mind. Shut up about that. Door shut. Anyway, it's such a good idea. Instead of the cars of the deer, instead of the deer going out of it's supposed to it's supposed to help people. If it doesn't, then hey, I was wrong. But guess what? I tried something. And that's something so many other people can't say, Like, that's what it is. That's the big thing. Not that it works. Just that it's been tried. So then we can rule it out completely. I mean, what if no one tried it and it does work? I'm peeing right now. Damn, this would be bad if I put it on YouTube and you can hear me pissing outside with all the crickets. But what I'm saying is this might not work. I don't know. Maybe it's been thought of and it's been denied already because it doesn't work. But maybe it does. I'm just saying I'm trying. I tried something. It's an idea. Among my other ideas, putting marijuana smoke in juice boxes, so you can just have like a puff of smoke in the juice box. Like how. Think about that. I'm thinking. I'm trying to think of something that is going to work, because it might not. But what if it does? I'm just trying to think. I'm repeating myself, I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Shit. Oh my god. This is so crazy. What I'm saying. This is just crazy. I'm in the house now. Okay. Whatever. But that's what I'm saying, is that I'm trying something. Maybe it won't work. Did you try? No. No, you didn't. You didn't try. And I did. And I got that. I got that on you. Whoever you are. I don't know. That's one up it's a one up, That's what I'm saying. I don't get it.